I'm high as I've ever been, higher than heaven sits. Roll up my weed and think about my exes and jealousness, how to stay current and relevant.
What's up guys, it's T-Hen. Today I'm going to be bringing you a little different of a video. As most of you guys know, patch 1.08 was released today. Now, I saw it on Twitter first that it was released, and I saw the patch notes. Everything seemed pretty clear to me. And then I went onto YouTube, and I just kind of wanted to see what people were saying about it, what their opinions, blah, blah, blah. Now, I came across a YouTuber. I'm not going to say his name, you know, that's not important. And I was watching his video on these patch notes. And when he was reading these off, half of these patch notes that were read off, he was not getting... I guess he was just not understanding what they meant. He was giving false information, and that just didn't make sense to me at all. So I'm going to go over the patch notes. I feel like I understand these. I feel like most of them are pretty simple, but just in case somebody's a little confused, hopefully this will clear it up. So let's just go ahead and start from the top. So the first one says it fixed an issue that would cause some users to sit on the team logo screen during startup for an extended period of time. So when you first start up 2K17, it should show... Paul George at the beginning, say NBA2K17, and sometimes it would stay on that menu forever. Like for me, it would stay on there for like a good 2 minutes before it eventually get into the game, and apparently this is supposed to fix that issue. Now, corrected the case where users were able to upgrade their MyPlayer outside of the constraints of their selected archetype. So this is one of the things he had wrong. What this means is, for you guys that didn't know, there was a glitch going on to where you could basically take the attributes of another archetype and copy them to another, to a different archetype. So as an example, you were able to take the archetype attributes that were, say, for a slasher and put them on a playmaker. So that means your playmaker was able to, you know, have a 94 dribble, you're super fast, and you're able to dunk. It was just ridiculous, right? So they fixed it to where you basically can't double up on your archetypes. The third one, it says, fix an issue that was preventing offensive strategies from running properly during gameplay. Now, I will admit, I do not completely understand this, but if I was to guess, make a very educated guess as to what it means is, when you call an offensive play, and say, MyCareer, my team, whatever you play, that, you know, you're not anything other than MyPark or Pro-Am, basically. This will make it to where they run those offensive plays the correct way. Difficulty level for my team play with friends games have been changed to All-Star. Now, to me, this is kind of self-explanatory, but basically, it just means that the default difficulty that you play with when you play my team with your friends is just going to set it to All-Star difficulty. So, I mean, that's basically self-explanatory. The next one, fix the case where some grand badges were incorrectly negating the effectiveness of other grand badges they should not have. So basically what this means, for the people that don't know what negating means, it means it has a negative effect on it. So basically it reads that it fixed the case where the grand badges would have an incorrect negative effect on other grand badges. Now, I really don't know what case this falls in, because I really don't know any grand badges that really had a negative impact. I mean, the only thing I could really think of is... like your lockdown defender grand badge, but that makes sense to me that it would kind of shut down other people's grand badges. So if there was a glitch in that, I was not aware of that, but that's basically what it means. Is there apparently was a grand badge or a couple grand badges that were making it was having a negative impact on other certain grand badges that it shouldn't have. Now another one, address the hang that could occur during a Park After Dark event when leaving or re-entering the event. So what this means is, in Park After Dark, everybody knows that it's trash, but you know, it is what it is. So basically what this means is, like when you leave the event or go in, the loading screen that it has, it says Park After Dark, and you know, it tells you who it's featuring, blah, 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 right? It would take forever for that to either load you in or it would take you forever to get out, and this should shorten that time. It should make it faster for you to be able to get into Park After Dark or to get out of the Park After Dark. So on the second page, it says, it fixed the case where certain users would not appear in my court owners in my court list, making it impossible for the court owner to kick them from the court. So basically, when you join like a friend's my court, whether you're partying up to do Pro-Am or go to MyPark or one-on-ones, whatever you're wanting to do, whatever reason you have to be in somebody's my court, some of the times, I never experienced this, but I had friends experience it, it would basically it would not tell you who was in your court. Like if me and a couple buddies were in, say, my court, sometimes it wouldn't show that one of my friends were in my court when he actually was, so therefore it'd make it to where I couldn't kick him if I wanted to kick him. So they apparently have fixed that. Now, one thing I would like fixed is the fact that a lot of the times, now I've seen this happen with people on Xbox, I'm on PS4, but it says that their court is unavailable. That does not make sense to me. I don't know if that's a glitch or if it's an issue on my side. If it is, let me know in the comment section below, because that is so annoying. But let's get back to it. Sorry. The next one, in MyPark, users will now have the default camera settings for their chosen camera angle and will still be able to select the camera of their choosing. So this, to me, is a awesome update, because before, a lot of people did not know that you can actually change the zoom and height of your MyPark camera. Before, it was kind of a bullshit way on how you had to do it. You had to change your camera to broadcast or anything other than 2K, assuming you use 2K, and then you either had to quit the MyPark game, which could lead to a 60-minute ban or whatever, or you had to finish it and make sure you switched it in time, and then you had to go to MyCareer, change it to 2K, set it to the height and zoom that you wanted, and all that crap, and then it would be set in MyPark. Now apparently what this says is whatever you have your camera set to in MyCareer, you no longer have to quit the MyPark game or whatever. If you go to MyCareer and you set it to 10 zoom and 10 height, or 1 zoom and 1 height, whatever it is, it will automatically change that for you in MyPark. So you no longer need to leave the game or finish the game in some bullshit camera angle that you never play in. So the final one, pretty self-explanatory, but it says my players are now able to obtain an overall rating of 99. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. You're able to hit 99 now, but keep in mind, you cannot hit 99 unless you're a Superstar 5, and the reason is because you get an extra attribute point at, I believe, Superstar 1, 3, and then 5. Well, you get like 3 attribute points at 3 and 5 at 5, or something like that. So just because it says that you're able to obtain overall 99 does not mean that you do not have to be Superstar 5 now. Before, you were only able to get to 98. I don't know if there was like a lack of points that they gave you or something, but you were just stuck at 98 even if you're maxed out. So now they fixed that. You will be 99. But everybody knows that your player is not truly 99. There's been a million videos put on it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you basically just take the stats that your guy has, make a whole new character under like 2K features, and then you compare it, and then your overall is really like a 70 something or 80 something. It's something dumb like that. But anyways, that's what these mean. That should clear it up for everybody. That's, there was, I don't know how there were so many mistakes and people really interpreting these patch notes. They're pretty self-explanatory to me, but just in case they weren't, this should clear it up for you. If you have any more questions, like I say all the time, put them in the comment section below. I get your notifications. I will answer you as soon as possible. I usually answer within a few minutes unless I miss it somehow, but I do get you an answer. But as always, guys, I hope you have a great day. I hope you learned something, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.